Hello everyone, BentlyK here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is another beauty break with Bentley, and we are going to be doing wedding makeup. I had a request from one of my subscribers that they had shared my channel with a friend who is getting married in 1 month. So I don't know anything about this person, but if they are not one who normally does makeup, it's going to be really tight for them to be able to get this down by wedding day. So what we're going to do, and I expect that if they are somebody who does makeup, then they're fine. They can just follow along and practice. I would definitely say practice. And if you don't normally wear makeup, you need to start wearing it. Whatever, you need to put it on, follow along and put it on, and then take a picture, and then go outside and take another picture, and then come back in and look at those pictures and see what you like and what you don't like about that look, or what you've mastered and what you still need work on. And you should wear it every single day between now and at least for 3 weeks. At the end of 3 weeks, have I been covering the mic? So probably. At the end of 3 weeks, if you have not mastered it, then I would suggest that you go to a nice big mall that has a MAC counter and get your makeup done for your wedding. But I also say find a picture of someone, either an influencer, you can just take a screenshot, or in a magazine or something with their eyes closed so that you can see, so that the person you go get your makeup done by can see what you want. Because you don't want to go in and try to tell them what you want. You want to take a picture of what you want. Because that way, if they don't do it right, you can show them the picture and go, hey, that's not what I said. This is what I said. Unless you just like what they did, then you're good. But otherwise, we will do this one. And then I think next week, we're going to do another one. This one's got a lot of high-end in it. And so next week, we'll do all drugstore. And that way. But you can still start practicing with whatever you have just to get used to blending and putting on foundation and seeing what it looks like and seeing if you need more moisturizer. And you just need to start practicing, because 1 month is not very much. And I know it's not wedding season, but since the pandemic, a lot of weddings got postponed and they're just now starting to happen. So right now it is wedding season. It's just not June. So anyways, let's get started. We're going to do the TikTok method, because you're going to wear this all day long. You want it to not move. And this is kind of going to be bridal makeup and mother of the bride makeup, or grandmother of the bride makeup. I don't know anything about our bride. So I don't know how old she is, or, you know, if this is her first wedding, or like I said, if she normally wears makeup, then she's good. If she normally doesn't wear makeup, it takes practice. You just got to keep doing it. Especially like eyeliner and eyelashes and eyebrows. Those are all things that they take time. And even for me now, it's hit and miss on my eyebrows. It's like sometimes they look good, sometimes not so much. But it just takes practice, and I've been doing it long enough that I can usually fix them. But sometimes they just go right on perfect, and other times not so much. So I just put on moisturizer. This is my CeraVe PM. That's what I use for moisturizer. Now I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, and then I'm going to put some of my powder on top of that moisturizer. Now we're going to go in with spray. I'm going to use my Morphe spray. And my fan. You want to make sure it's nice and dry. Now we're going to go in with our primer, and I'm going to use my Tarte Base Tape Primer. Now we're going to go in with our foundation, and I am going to use my Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue. And mine is in the shade, I don't know where the shade is. There it is. Desert Beige. And I'm going to mix a little bit of the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. It's just that this is pretty sheer and I want it to be a little bit fuller coverage. So, and this color is Santa Fe. Mix it with my finger and put it on. And blend it out. That way we get a little bit of glow from the Futurist and a little bit of coverage from the Nars. And I want to get it back here. Especially if you're wearing your hair up, make sure you pull it on your ear and back here a bit, because there's not much, you know, they're on the brush right now. I'm just pulling it down. So that's enough of that. We're gonna go in with the sponge now and just lighten it up and blend it. Make sure it's not in my eyebrows or my hairline. We just want to make sure it looks flawless. Okay, I think that's enough. I think it looks pretty good. Let's go in with our concealer. Okay, I'm using my Pat McGrath concealer. And I'm gonna put it definitely all the way in both inner corners. I want it to be able to go up here and out here. And then I'm gonna put it everywhere I get red or just want highlight. Just like that. And then I'm going to go in with my sponge and start just blending that out and getting rid of all that purpleness. And I'm just going to spend plenty of time getting it blended. We are going to go in with our powder now. I'm going to use my same It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, and I'm going to use my sponge and go under my eyes. And I know a lot of you have said, if you're my age, I should not use this much powder. But you know what? I like this much powder. Especially this powder. This powder is the bomb. And then I grab a brush and I spread it to everywhere else, including my eyelids. Okay, let's go in with some bronzer. We're going to use the Bobbi Brown because that's my favorite. And it is in the color Natural. Oops, there's the color. And we're just going to go in lightly today. Just want to get some depth back into the base that you just made a nice clean canvas for. You want to pull back some shadows. Make sure you go all the way around. Remember, if you're wearing your hair up. And I like to pull some of that into my crease. And then I flip it over and I do my little line here and here. And then sometimes I just do this just a little bit to narrow everything. Then I take this one and kind of blend it just to tone it down a little. Oh, I forgot to put it under here, just to give that pouty look. All right, let's do our blush. The blush we're using is the Nars Orgasm. And I'm just going to stipple it on pretty good. And then grab this one and blend it. Because I don't want a lot. I just want a little. And then we're going to go in with our highlight. And today, since we're doing wedding, I decided to use the cookie. It's a little bit more than the dandelion, which is what I've been using. I used to use this one all the time. And I'm going to go all the way around. And I like putting it on with my finger. It gives me more control. I think it gets more where I want it to be instead of spreading it all over. Now I'm going to go in with this. You have to be careful with your highlight, especially right here, if you're my age, because it can accentuate your crow's feet. So you just got to tone it down a little if it does. Next we're going to start on the eyes. I'm going to be using the NATASHA DENONA palette today. And I'm going to start with the crease color right here. This one. And I am just going to grab a fluffy brush and start putting it in my crease. It's a little darker than I thought it was going to be. But I'll just keep blending until it gets to where it's the color I do want it to be. I'm going to go back in just a little bit more and put it right here. Just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go in with another brush. I think I'm going to use this little flat brush. And I'm going to go into, it says smoke, right here where my finger is. It's a brown one. And I'm just going to pack it in this outer part, the lower part of it. And I'm going to go about halfway in, and then I'm going to pull it up into the crease a little bit. Now I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush that I used for the other color, and I'm just going to pull that up into my crease a bit and blend it. And now I am going to take, and this is really neutral because I don't know what color the wedding is or anything, so I am going to go in with Inner Corner, which is this really sparkly white one. I'm not putting it in the inner corner, I'm putting it on the lid, because I like sparkle in my shadows. And I got a lot of fallout from that. So, see if I can get rid of it. And I did, it went away. And now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna use my Morphe spray. So I'm going to go in with my finger to that same color, only this time I'm gonna spray it, but not, you know, far away. And then I'm going to do it again so that it doesn't, and it will stay all day. Now I'm gonna go in with this pencil liner. It is the Maybelline Tattoo Gel Eyeliner Pencil, and I'm going to push line. I'm gonna put my little finger on my lid and push, and it's going to curl the lash up around my finger, and I'm going to draw down right between the lashes. not the waterline. I just want to get between the lashes. It also makes it so if you overshoot it, it hits your finger, not your lid. Now I'm going to take my flat brush and I'm going to go above that and just wiggle back and forth to spread that out and make a smoky line on top, and then just make it so that you can't see any skin between my lashes. Just like that. And then I'm going to go in with an angle brush. Any black shadow is what you're looking for, and I am going to use this one, but it's nothing special. Like I said, I got it at the health food store. And then I'm just going to go over that smoky line I just made. It just helps to make it stay all day. And then I'm going to pull it up into a bit of a wing because I need that lift for my kind of droopy eyes. Just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go back into the NATASHA DENONA palette, and I'm going to take my angle brush, and I'm going to go back into that first color, that lighter brown color, and I'm just going to put that underneath, right at the lash line though. And then I'm going to hook it up. And then we are going to do my brows. I'm going to use my brow because the brows are so important. As you can see, my face, it looks okay, but it looks like it's not done because I haven't done my brows and I haven't done my lips. So we're going to go into it. I like to take some pomade. This is a pomade. This is brow. And I put it on my hand to get all the lumps off. I don't want any lumps going on. And I've already spoolied them, so they are ready for me to go in. And I just start at the bottom and draw a line and then start flicking upward and filling in the holes. And I have a lot of holes. And once I've got it pretty much laid out how I want it to look, then I can go in and add it a little heavier. Try and spread it with the spoolie, because when I first go in, it's pretty sparse. Okay, I'm going to curl my lashes and put on some mascara, and then I'm going to go off camera to put on my false lashes, because that takes a while and this video is getting super long. But if you want to know how I put on lashes, I will link a video on just how to do that below. So I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on. I would recommend, if you're a crier, to use waterproof mascara. The mascara I'm using is not waterproof, but I'm not really going to a wedding. I'm using my Legendary Lash from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't think it comes in waterproof, but there's a lot of good mascaras out there. I'm not a crier anyways, so I still would wear this. And I would not cry. Put on my lashes and I'll be back. Okay, I got my lashes on. Now we are going to put on some lower lash mascara. And I'm using the IT Tightline Mascara. And I'm just going to use this. See how tiny this is? That's why I like it for lower lashes. So that's it. I just want them to show up a little bit. And then once I get to this point, I look at my face and it's like, okay, my eyes are super. I feel like I need a little bit more blush. So what I will do is take the brush and just add some without actually going into the blush, just with what's in the brush. And some contour too, just with what's in the brush, just to give it a little more color, a little more depth, because it seems like it got faded out. The eyes made it disappear a little. So that's what we're gonna do. And now I am going to spray my face. I'm gonna spray it with the Morphe, and I want to block my eyes because otherwise that mascara will run. And I'm going to spray, and I'm gonna block this side. I'm gonna block this eye if I can. Then I'm gonna block this eye after I get my finger on the right way. Like that. And then I'm gonna grab my sponge and I'm gonna push all this in, all that spray. That just gives me my glow back a little. And then I'm gonna go in and do my lips. And for my lips, I'm going to start by lining my lips with this. This is the MAC pencil in Dervish. And I'm gonna line it and fill it in with this. And I'm going to overline just a little bit. And by filling it in like that, it's gonna last a lot longer than if you just did the outline. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Revlon. This is the Revlon 25 in Pearl. And I'm going to put that right over this. I think it looks gorgeous. And then, just for a little extra, because it's your wedding day, right? We're going to put this Physicians Formula Diamond Plumper on top. And this is in the color, I think it says something pink, but it's really kind of clear. It's called Light Pink. And I'm just going to dab that on. And then transfer it to the top a little bit. And we are done. We are ready to get married. So that's it. This is our wedding day look. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you haven't already. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos. And I'll see you in my next video. Stay cool.